y'all. Happy, merry, joyful Christmas Eve. I just thought I'd come in and sit down and talk to you for a little while, see how y'all were doing today, how your week going. Have you gotten everything, all your cooking and all that jazz done for Christmas? I'm doing just fine today. It's really nice here, 70 degrees. Well, it was earlier. I don't know what it is now. I just came, it's like 2 something here. And I came and sat out on the back, and I'm just sitting out here rocking in my little rocking chair out here on the back. I have noticed something, and I said with my neighbor, I'm probably gonna go over there a little bit later and see. I came out here, right, and there was an orange cord. I don't know if y'all could see it. If y'all could see that orange cord over there. It's one of those electrical cords, right? Right. And so I said, where's that cord going? And it's coming from her electricity from the side of her house. I told y'all that I had a situation where my power had went out in part of my house when these workers was over here working. And I knew it was something they had done. Well, I don't know if she's given them permission to use her electricity or not. But they're building on 2 houses in the back of us, right? I followed the orange cord. The orange cord is going over there where they got that little horse thing set up to cut lumber to put on the house. Look, we're not supplying your electricity. And I see why people have fences and stuff up for you. And then I get out here. I got the type of cover. The wind is not blowing this cover off of my grill. Why is my cover off my grill? And to be honest with you, y'all, if they was asking me if they want to use it, I wouldn't care if they used it. But don't just help yourself to doing whatever you want to do. But it's okay. I'm going to ask her, because surely when they get to this house directly behind mine, the devil is a lie. Unless y'all going to put in on this utility bill, I'm sorry. I'm not going to do that, because you done messed up the lighting and stuff in my house before. So don't hook up nothing over here. And it took a while for them to come out here and fix this stuff right. Then dig it up. Now my yard dug up. I gotta figure out how to fix the yard over there. You know, they put a temporary. I was on that temporary for a while. So I don't know what they're doing, but I'm like, what if wasn't no house here? What were you gonna do for utilities? You need to get something worked out where y'all can get that stuff turned on. But you can't be borrowing no utilities from houses just on your own accord. Now that's just me. Now, like I said, I'm gonna ask first. Because, you know, I done got all up in an uproar when I saw they done just helped them. I don't know if they helped themselves. But when I saw that cord running down there to their stuff to cut. Because, no, you don't do that. That's just not what you do. Anyway. So, that's that for that. And I went out today, and I went out, you know, because the Powerball is up high. And, of course, the Mega Million is tonight. So, I went to the lottery office and got me a, well, I didn't go to the lottery office. I went to the store over in Tennessee and got me a lottery ticket. And the guy was saying they have been selling lottery since they opened. He said they have had 3 lines of lottery going all day long. And I promise y'all, the lines was wrapped for lottery. And they had 3 people coming. And the guy was over there in the corner. He didn't even have a register that I could see. Lottery, 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 lottery is all he was saying, if you want a lottery. So it was like the 2 registers and the other little guy on the corner. He done made him a makeshift lottery stand, I guess. And so that's what he doing. And I was like, wow. Just interesting. Interesting. I guess everybody trying to get that next win. So hey, like I told y'all, you know, if you gonna get in it, get in it. I don't care about sharing it. I don't even care. I would like to win some of it at least, but I don't care if somebody, one of y'all win. I would be just as joyful and happy for y'all. And you know, just to know that somebody's being blessed and can do something different in their life, you know. So anyway, good luck to you. It's getting kind of windy out here, but I'm gonna try to sit out here for another 10 minutes or so, and because it's just really quite lovely. And this is not typical for this time of year. They say it's supposed to be really nice tomorrow too. How's the weather where you are? Is it cold? Is it nice? Is it unseasonably nice? I'm going to, like, I don't think I'm going to do too much tomorrow. My brother said he was coming over there. Or if he come over tomorrow, that's fine. We ain't going to do nothing but sit. And I'm actually going to make me a chocolate chip cookie tomorrow. That's gonna be my Christmas dessert. I bought some of those baked cookies. They take forever, you know. When somebody's over here, like when the kids are over here, we bake some. So, um, I'm gonna bake me one tomorrow for my dessert. I ain't cooking nothing. I cooked some greens yesterday, and I actually ate greens for breakfast this morning. And when I went to the store, they fried whole catfish, and I got a piece of whole catfish for my lunch. So I ate that piece of fish for my lunch. I ate greens for my breakfast. Those greens are really good. They were mustard and turnip greens. And my daughter told me, don't eat them all up like I was going to eat up a pot of greens. This girl is something else. But I hope it be enough. I don't know, because I can't eat a whole lot no ways, but I hope it be enough left that I could put a serving or something in the freezer to have for a dinner another time. Because like I said, I don't normally cook fresh greens. And I didn't, y'all, I really bought some bag greens. I bought a bag of mustard, which was the curly leaf mustard. I bought a bag of mustard and 2 bags of the turnip greens, right? I promise y'all, when I got through, I don't like the Kroger brand. I do like that Walmart brand better, even though they have stems in them. They're nowhere near the amount of stems that the Kroger brand bag greens have in them. When I got through out of those 3 bags, a bag of them was full of stems. Because, you know, I don't cook the stems. I took those stems out. Don't nobody want no pot full of stems to eat. But anyway, so I said I might get some more later on and just go ahead and pick some greens and not be lazy. Because Lord knows I don't like picking greens. That's the lazy part of me. I don't mind picking them, but I don't like doing it, you know. I'm not, they got quite a few houses to build, but I really will be glad when they finish these little ones around me. They building over on the next street and stuff and over there by the folks, but you know, you kind of just get tired of the noise. You still gonna hear them, of course, because you know it's close enough within the close enough proximity, but all the dust and dirt and all that, you just kind of want to just to kind of end kind of around you. So that's the only thing. But anyway, do y'all have something special on your wish list for Christmas? I didn't have anything special on my list, but I did buy myself something. I bought a new crock pot. I'll use a crock pot forever. I donated some, like I had for ever since I first got married. I finally donated those, and then I had a new one. I've had that one probably 8 years now, and I saw it was just looking all scratched up in the bottom. Even though you could put a bag in it and it still worked. It's one of those digital kind. So I had a coupon for one at Macy's, and I went ahead and got the one with the coupon, and then I got like $5 and some odd cents back, cash back, because you know I told you I ordered through Rakuten. So I did get me a new crock pot. Even though I have my Instapot, I still like my slow cooker. I still like my crock pot. I like to kind of set it and leave. And I think I've used that Instapot. I think I need to start using more. But I'm going to tell y'all one of the best things that I got that I have used, and it took me forever to use it, and I hate I didn't break it out sooner. I love my little air fryer. And it wasn't an expensive one. I got one from Walmart. I don't even remember the brand. But I really enjoy that air fryer because I throw anything. I throw a chicken strip in there. I throw a piece of salmon in there. I throw fresh chicken in there, you know, and it just cooks. And it really turns out quite lovely, to be honest with you. So if you don't have an air fryer, that's that's one buy. That and a slow cooker. Oh, yeah. And I used to love my countertop grill, and I still like it. But y'all know I haven't used that grill since I've been here. I have not used that countertop grill. I put the pork chops and stuff before on it, but I have not even used it. I throw stuff in that air fryer and be just as content. And it's easy to clean up, easy to kind of just throw those 2 pieces in there and wash and put it back together and go on about your business. Ooh, but anyway, so that's that for that. Y'all, I had the most interesting talking, so I kind of had a talk with God about it today. I had the most interesting conversation with a few of my friends, a few of my married friends. And I done told y'all before, although I'm divorced, I truly believe in marriage. You know, I truly believe that. And I feel like if you're not happy in your marriage, you should definitely let that other person know. If y'all can work it out great. If you can't. Go on. But go on if you planning on doing something that's going to be detrimental and disrespectful to your marriage, which means cheating, infidelity, and all that. Just go on with yourself. If you know you're not happy and you don't want to be with somebody, you go on with that. you know. And the sad part about it is I heard someone say, I don't care how old you are. And I believe what God has put together, man, no man should put asunder. But I think the truth of the matter is there are reasons that you can get divorced. And I think adultery is one of them, you know. The thing of it is, I heard one say, even though she knew her husband was out here cheating and doing whatever, she was going to stay so he could pay the bills. That's not a happy existence, I think. And I had another friend who said they both was out there doing their dirt. And so they stopped, right? They stopped. What he don't know, she done some dirt. She caught him, he didn't catch her. I don't want to live like that. I don't want to live like that. I never want to be married like that. And I don't think that's the way God intended marriage to be. I mean, she said now they got themselves straightened out and stuff, but if they ought to go back to that and he do that again, she's just going to say she ain't starting over. She's not starting over, she said. She's just going to do her and he can do him. But they're going to be in that house together. And I'm like, kind of like that, almost like what Will and Jada said, they're going to be married regardless. I don't know. Do y'all think? I don't think God intended for marriage to be that. I think He intended for husbands to love their wives and the wives to love their husbands and to submit unto one another and to have respect for one another. I just don't. And everybody say men cheat. No, every man don't cheat. I don't believe that. I'm not gonna dog men out. It's a lot that do, but it's a lot of women out here that do too. So, you know, people don't respect the sanctity of what marriage is and why you get married. And that is what I don't understand. I just don't get that, you know, at all. But anyway, so and then I had one who knew her husband was cheating. This is a friend, knew her husband was cheating, woman after woman. They hadn't been together in years in their marriage at all. And she said, I would have stayed married to him. Well, I don't understand why he didn't. And so she had one instance of infidelity that, you know, I guess that was her payback in her mind of all the different ones he had, you know. And so finally he just admitted to not being happy. And you out in the street doing whatever. So he filed for a divorce. And she said, I would have stayed married to him even after all the stuff he was doing. I don't understand why he just didn't want to stay married. Why would you want to stay married to somebody like that? And at least he had enough decency. And I'm sitting up here thinking, finally he did the upstanding thing and got himself together and got away from you and giving you your freedom, letting you go because he know he's not going to do right by you. I'd rather have somebody do that than out here doing whatever on me just to say. That's why I say, y'all, don't covet other people's relationships and marriage because you don't know what they're going through. You don't know what type of situation, because that's 3 of situations I wouldn't want to be in either one of those. So that's 3 situations that somebody you may look good ain't always good. You know, people can put on a facade. That's on social media and anything. You thinking, wow, this is just wonderful. They're doing great. And, you know, they're going through hell and high water. So that's the thing, y'all. Just be mindful of that, you know. And just when you pray. And I said, God, if you bless me with somebody else, you know, in my life that I should get married again, please bless me with somebody that I can be faithful to, that could be faithful to me, that's going to love, honor, and respect me, that I can love, honor, and respect, and, you know, have a marriage that you intend for marriage to be. Now, don't get me wrong, you're going to go through things because teeth and tongue fall out. You're going to go through trials and tribulations in a marriage, but if y'all in it together, in the situation where you're in it and you gonna be in it and be good to, you know, to each other, and y'all gonna try to work through things, gonna work through. You might get sick, he might get sick, you might lose jobs and that kind of stuff. You might have situations with your kids. Those are the type of problems you should have to go through. But having somebody that you want to have somebody, you trust God ultimately first, but you want to have somebody in a marriage that God has placed on this earth that's going to honor you, that's going to cover you. That's marriage and wife. That's husband and wife. That's going to cover, that's going to protect you, that's going to be your backbone, that's going to be your mate, that's going to be your life. Tic-tac, tag team. Tag, you're it. When you down, I got it, baby. When he down, you got it. You see what I'm saying? I don't know, y'all. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I got the wrong idea, but I pray to God for that if that's his intent. If not, I want to be like I am now, just joyful and intent, just being me, doing me, because I don't want that. And I was looking back. It was a time I thought that I really love this person and I'll marry them. But when I see how they look at marriage and what they think is marriage and what they don't deem as cheating and disrespect, you're like, no, I wouldn't have been happy in that situation. So God will protect you from your own thoughts and what you think you need. So I just want my will to line up with what God's will is for my life. That, and until the end, if it's not, like I said, I just want to continue to be content and happy in me and not have to worry about, that kind of stuff, because I just can't see that. And that's, young ladies, sometimes you think, I tell you, God will give you signs too about things. And I don't know why I got on this. Wasn't even intending this to be a relationship talk. But God will give you signs about things sometimes, and you'll think that, man, I really love this person. Because I look back on some of my past relationships. And one person I truly loved, and I got to thinking, man, a person will know you good, and good to them, and even good for them. But that don't mean that that's the person that you're supposed to be with, because no matter what you do, no matter how good you are never enough. You're never enough. Not saying that you're not enough, because you are, just as you are. But they'll always find something about you that's just that you need to fix, or they don't like, or if you just show me this, or if you just do this, or if you just do that, if you turn monkey flips, if you cross your eyes this way, or if you lose 10 pounds, if you gain 10 pounds, it's going to always be something that they're not going to be satisfied with about you that's going to circumvent. And you could be, and that's why I said a lot of people talking about, it's been a whole lot of stuff on social media about black women, how, they don't this and they don't do that. They want to be argumentative, and you can have an opinion and not be argumentative. And my thing is, just because I don't agree with everything you say or everything you do don't mean I don't love you. But I have a mind of my own. I'm an individual. But I've always been the type of person to, if in a marriage, even in a relationship, I defer to the male's leadership, but I still have an opinion that I'm going to tell you things that I feel like is going to benefit us in this relationship, going to benefit us in the marriage. And I think when you are able to communicate with your significant other, whomever it may be, if it's on the wife's side or the husband's side, I think that's when you can really excel in your home, and you keep it in your home and don't get all these outside opinions and whatever. So that's one thing. Even all my friends, I had one girl who told me, one of her friends said I was a man hater. I will express to you what I have to say, and I'm going to tell you the truth if you ask me. But one thing I will never do, I will never tell anybody to leave your husband. I'm not going to tell you to leave. I don't care what the situation is, because that's not for me to tell you. I will tell you when you get tired of whatever it is you're in and you feel like it's not right, you'll leave. But what I'm going to do in the interim, this is what I'll tell you, some steps you might can take. And this is what I'll tell you. I am going to pray for you. I'm going to pray blessings on your life. I'm going to pray that God cover and protect you and keep you. If you in a situation where you are in an abuse situation or in a whatever situation, God cover her, remove her from this situation, keep her, keep him. Because it's men that abuse too, or men that's going through infidelity situations too with their wives. Keep them covered, and you can get all kind of diseases that will kill you from people being out there cheating. It's not just dealing with babies and stuff, so I don't know, this has just really been on my heart. I tell you, when you hear stuff and it just seems so, I don't know, just say it. I can't say that my situation was that when I got divorced, but I saw that my husband and we probably shouldn't have gotten married, to be honest with you. He's not a bad person. I don't feel like I'm a bad person. I just felt like we were the wrong two people to be together for each other. And it's too bad we wasted some time with each other. But I don't think it was a waste of time. I think we have been good, to each other in the life at the time that we needed to be. And it wasn't anything just so detrimental that it didn't work out, and I was blessed from it with good relationships. And I hope that he can say the same, from being with me. So, I don't know. Anyway, what do y'all think? What's your opinion on marriage and life and relationships? And have you gotten to a point in your life where you feel like, no, no, this ain't it. Like me, I'm going to live the life I got. I'm content right where I am. But if God shows to bless me with somebody else, I will. Are you at that point now in your life where, hey, it is. If it's I'm by myself, I'm great. If I'm with somebody, I'm great too. But the one thing I've learned I'm not going to deal with at this age in my life is you got to come correct. Yes, it would be beneficial. I have people getting in a relationship with people to help them, situation financially. They're giving, the person is giving them money and doing this now. So they're able to do a lot more. Yes, financially, I probably could do a whole lot with a person, but no, I don't want to be with somebody just for financial reasons, but I do want somebody who is stable and able to take care of themselves. But I want somebody that the same with me. I'm sure they want the same, but if the need arises, that we're covered, that we're going to cover each other. You see what I'm saying? So you don't want somebody just leeching on to you for leeching purposes. And with that said, I heard something the other day. I was looking at this podcast thing, and they were talking about, this was an all-woman podcast too, by the way. And they were talking about women and prenuptial agreements. And at this stage in my life, and it's not like I have a vast amount of anything, but I think that, at a certain stage in your life, because it's getting to the point where men are asking for alimony, spousal support, and things of that nature. And I'm not saying they shouldn't get it or whatever. I don't know. But I would want to have a situation where, look, I want you to be protected. I don't care if you're a millionaire. I want you to be protected. If at this stage in my life, I want you to be protected. Whatever you had when you came in this marriage, I want you to be able to leave with. Whatever I had, if the marriage shouldn't work out, because you don't go into marriage hoping that it don't work out. You want the marriage to last, of course. But so at this stage in my life, I probably would do a prenup. Would you do a prenup? Whatever I got, whatever little it is, I want to, if something should go awry, and, I want to be protected and be able to walk away with whatever I have. Now, what we have once we build and once we get married and once we continue to build together, yeah, we can split that up. We could split that up if it should go right. We could split that, down the middle. We done obtained this so much after we got married, and we done built this, then that's whatever. But that way, won't either one of you leave. And they say it's best to go into the situation when you love each other and you care about each other and you want the good for each other. You want to look out for the best for that individual. You don't want to get to the end of a marriage where you're dissolving a marriage where you don't feel so great about each other, maybe. And you don't care about the person. You want to see them hurt, because when you hurt, they say hurt people, so to speak. So you want to kind of do it when you can do it in love, and you want to kind of be fair, and you can be fair and equitable and think about the things for that person while you love them, and you're in that euphoria stage where you thinking, okay, I want to see the best for this person, so I want you to have everything you had when you came here. I want you to have, if you had 5 pieces of toilet paper when you came in, I want you to have that. At least you know that if something happened, you still got your 5 pieces of toilet paper. Okay, you had 3 pieces of toilet paper. I want you to have your 3 pieces of toilet paper. Okay, we done amassed 12 pieces of toilet paper since we've been married. So, hey, and then on top of that, I want you to take 6 of those and you take 6 too. So now you got 9 and now I got 11. You see what I'm saying? Something like that, I'm just breaking it down as simplified as I can. But I talk about Merry Christmas. And I done got on this whole relationship talk about infidelity, relationships, and all of that. But anyway, y'all, one thing I was looking at is this girl was saying that she was with somebody 12 years. And it's on YouTube. And they have a little small baby. I'm not sure what she has, but they have girls, and they're breaking up. They're not married. She's been with him since she was 15. I don't know how he was. He may have been 15 also. But she was saying how she lost herself, everything. And I think it's important to kind of keep some things that you do. Don't stop doing them, and that's especially for women, because women tend to do that. Still be yourself. Still do the things you enjoy. And I don't know if she knew this or not, because, of course, she was a teenager. And he was a teenager when they got together. And one thing she said is that, and this caught me, and I wonder how this is a lot of relationship for men and women get together, is she said that They were together when she was 15. When she was bored, she would be with him. They were friends. And when he got bored, he would be around her. And eventually they got together. They had a baby. So they figured, well, we might as well stay together. We might as well be together. So they went on to have more kids. No marriage. Of course, they're still in their 20s. And she said at some point, I was listening to her talk, she got to the point, even before they had the last child, that she felt like would nobody else want her with kids. So, you feel stuck almost. And I think finally she's gotten to the point, and they both spoke on the fact where they knew that they're not, I guess that's why it never did get to the point where it did get to a marriage, because they knew that they were unequally yoked. Not to say they can't get there still at some point where they see and get on one accord, but they knew they were unequally yoked. And I've been in situations where I knew that I was not equally yoked with somebody, that I had a different mindset, a different way of thinking, different desires in life, but you stick with it because you want some type of way for it to work, or you want some type of way for a person to feel that way about you, or treat you this way, or treat you, or get on your mindset, or get on your. And that's the thing, y'all. You have to realize you can't change a person's mind. If the person, you see that, God will show you. He will give you discernment. That if you see that a person is not in line with what you're thinking, that's not to say y'all gonna be exact or be just alike, but y'all should have similar mindsets, similar way of thinking about what you want out of life, the goals that you have in life, how many kids you want. Do you want kids? What do you see yourself doing? Do you like to travel? Do you like to go? Are you a homeboy? Or do you like to be out in the street? Do you like the church? Do you want to put God first? Do you, those things? Y'all should be kind of mirroring each other on your main goals. That's not to say that because he like blue is his favorite color, blue should be yours. No, I'm not saying that. That's not what being equally yoked is all about. You have to have some kind of just foundational things that are. Because, if you always want to be in the street and you out here want to be like you single, you want to hang around single people. And that's another thing, y'all. I move differently. I have married friends. I have a lot of married friends. I have friends in relationships. I love my married friends in relationships, but I don't do a lot with them. Not that I don't love them. I don't call them a lot because, look, when you get home, you're with your kids, you're with your husband, you're trying to see about him. I don't want him thinking, well, dang, every time I turn around, you always on the phone with Donna. So when you have time, I figure you can pick up the phone and call me. Now I'll call you like during the daytime, girl, you want to go do lunch, or something like that on the weekend, or just like when I know your husband's may be at work or whatever, I may call and just chit chat with you, girl. I'm just checking on you, seeing how you doing, blase, this, that, and the third, But just to be calling you it stopped me because I had a friend who I thought was a friend. When I worked a job, she would let me use her car and do different stuff, and she introduced me to her husband. We would go to the casino here and there. We didn't do a whole lot because, of course, I was a single parent. I spent time with my child. And so when we did get together, but come to find out, the few times she made it known that she was with me on those few times that I did go places with her for a reason. Because come to find out, when she was getting into a situation where she was really being unfaithful to her husband, she was using me as the alibi. She was using me as an alibi. Well, of course, I didn't know she was using me as an alibi. So when her husband was calling asking me on my job now, because we worked at the same place, was so-and-so with you? I'm like, no, she wasn't with me. Of course, I'm not knowing to be trying to, this was naivety, I guess, on my part, to be trying to make up a cover story for her. No, she wasn't with me, or she ain't with me, or this, that, and the third, I'm not thinking that, so she fell out with me, of course, but it taught me it opened my eyes to see, so I started moving around with my married friends a little bit different. I don't hang around people at somebody else's house. I don't care who it is, family, siblings, I might go to a barbecue or here and there, but I don't sit around people and married folks and people in relationships. I don't just hang out with them, just to go and sit. Like I said, I might go to the barbecue and stay a couple hours, but I'm not going to be the first one there, and I'm not going to be the last one there. I'll stay a couple hours, I'll leave, but I'm going to be respectful to your relationship, to your marriage. Because if I'm single, why am I hanging around a bunch of married folks? Why is it married? And that's what I can't understand, too. Why are married people always up in single folks' business on the social place, on the social media? I'm like, you got time to be talking to single women and you married? Get in your marriage. Worry about what your wife doing. Don't worry about what all these single women out here doing, because they don't even come before you. That's none of your business. And that's the same thing with married women. Why you worry about what a single man out here doing? Not only why I'm worried about what a single man doing if it got something to do with my daughter. Man, you better get yourself together for her. Cause, but I mean, I'm saying if I was married, I'm saying, cause of course I'm single, so of course if I had a married friend, I'm like, don't be worried about what I'm doing. You worry about yourself. If I'm out here flirting with any time, of course I flirt all the time, but I ain't gonna bust a grape. I tell people that all the time, y'all. Y'all, this conversation that went on, I wasn't even intending to talk this long. I'm gonna get off here, and I just kind of want y'all to let me know what y'all think about relationships and all of that, and all of that good stuff. I've been out here 30 minutes. I didn't realize it was this long, but it's so lovely out here. So I'll probably sit out here about 10 more minutes. But if I don't pop on tomorrow, or I want y'all to have a happy, blessed, and joyful Christmas overjoy, whether you just gonna hang out with family, friends, or all by yourself, just remember to give God some praise. Know that He is the reason, most definitely, for the season, whether it's His actual birth date or not. We just want to celebrate Jesus, and you celebrate that in the form of giving and loving one another. So I'm gonna leave y'all with this. You know you're loved. I love you, but God truly loves you the most. Remember to always be kind to yourself and others. Be joyful and be blessed. And y'all have a merry and joyful Christmas. Love you. Bye.